Hi everyone, this is Evie's Awakened Soul coming at you with your October reading for the sign of Virgo. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of October. I pulled out my Halloween cards because it's Halloween, so woo! A little inspiration here for the month of October. Um, if the messages resonate with you, that's absolutely great. The messages are for you. If they do not, please do not force your situation into the messages coming out. It just means it's not for you. It's a general read, so it's hard to pick up on everyone's energy. You can always check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs or the many other wonderful, amazing YouTube tarot readers. Keep in mind that the messages that come out are based on energies, not genders, so all is welcome. Please also keep in mind that this is for the month of October, so if it resonates with you, it will play out when it's supposed to. Time is fluid, so I can't pinpoint a date as to when this will take place if it does resonate. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always leave it below. Or check out my email address and send me anything you want to send via email. It's absolutely fine by me. Okay, without further ado, let's get this started. This is for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of October. See what energies and messages we can pick up for the sign of Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I got two cards that came out at once. Okay. Okay, so bear with me 1 second and let's take a look at what we have here. So we have here the overarching energy is the Eight of Bats. The Eight of Bats in a regular tarot deck would be the Eight of Swords. This energy is the type of energy where someone feels stuck, they feel victimized, maybe due to their circumstances. They feel as if they have no control over situations that's happening in their life. There's no way to turn, nowhere to turn. There's nowhere to go. You know, uh, it's the victim mentality where someone feels like, woe is me. But in reality, when you see this type of energy, typically the person is not stuck. Mentally, they are overthinking, possibly, um, not seeing their options because of stress, overwhelming themselves to a point where this is how they become a victim of their own mind. So it's kind of like almost mind fucking yourself. And excuse my French, but it's the truth. And it's unfortunate. There could be some type of, again, circumstance or events taking place in your life, Virgo, where the overarching energy could feel this way for the month of October. And again, this doesn't have to be you. This can be the other person that you're dealing with or someone coming towards you. So apply it how you see fit, you know. Switch the characters, vice versa, if it helps. But here goes the Eight of Bats, which typically in a regular tarot deck would be the Eight of Swords. This person is not stuck. This is just tissue, you know, like to have her wrapped up like a mummy. But in reality, she can break easily from it. If somebody put tissue wrapped around you, you would not be stuck. You would be able to take it off with no problem, and take it off your eyes. It's just this person doesn't want to see things for what they are because they're probably hurt, going through something extremely hard, maybe even possibly feeling alone. And so they do feel like a victim and like if they have no options, but in reality they do. They're just not wanting to see it because they're probably in their emotions or feelings about it. Well, at this point they're in their head about it. So, you know. Let's see what the rest of the cards say considering this is the overarching energy. I'm sorry, bear with me. A little bit thirsty. Okay, so if I have to be honest, I feel like you guys, this feels like this already happened. Someone possibly moved forward, you know. You could have been involved with someone, and it could be an air sign. Sorry, water sign. And they took their emotions. It doesn't have to be a water sign. They could be taking on the water sign energy. Water sign is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person looks like they are moving forward towards something that they want to move forward towards. They want to take their emotions and offer it to someone other than you. So this could be a breakup that took place in the past, and this person is definitely moving on. Regardless of what's taken place or if there is still any type of connection with this person. And I say that because I feel like there's several different people here in this reading who might be involving themselves between you and this person, or this can be some sort of conflict that you're having with this person, arguments, not agreeing with each other, not seeing eye to eye. You know, if you have any ties and connections other than just a relationship, meaning if you have a business or any type of financial connection with them, child support, children, a household, cars, you know, any tangible means, you know, you guys could be possibly arguing about things like that as well, because this person is wanting to move forward regardless of you guys agreeing or seeing things, you know, being on the same page with each other. I feel like you're conflicted and you're confused by this. It's overwhelming for you. You don't know what to do. I do feel like you have a lot of fear, hence the Eight of Bats, which is the Eight of Swords. But we also have here the Moon card. Again, this could be a water sign. It doesn't have to be. Or this person could just have water in their chart. This could be you as well if you have water in your chart. But there's fear here of moving towards a new path where you're probably going to be on your own versus being coupled up with this person who has left. You're afraid. It feels like you are inexperienced on how to be alone. This is could have been a long-term relationship possibly that you were in. It feels like this is new. I have so much, like, doing this reading, there's like a lot of fear here, a lot of thinking going on here, a lot of it almost feels like gut wrenching, you know, that type of fear where it's like, oh my God, if I make this move, what are the consequences? There's so much indecisiveness that's going on, and a lot of it is stemming from fear and overthinking, you know, fear of the unknown, taking that leap of faith. You know, at the end of the day, you're taking this leap of faith whether you want to or not. And this is why I think you have fear, because you're being pushed to do so, probably against your own will. And that's probably because this person wanted to leave and move towards whatever it is that they felt made them happy. They wanted to take their emotions and give it elsewhere. Um, there was a lot of disappointment when this took place. Again, there's confusion here. I feel like you thought that this was going to be something that was going to be bountiful, fruitful, plentiful, and at the end of the day, this didn't come to fruition because the other person left. They mentally left, and you know they are leaving again, or they left all the conflict, arguing, and everything else behind. They were not willing to deal with continuing this relationship in the way that you hoped for them to do so. They are definitely going to take action and move towards some type of relationship where they feel is more aligned with them and more harmonious. The sad part about it is that I do feel as if you were taking action, or you were waiting actually for your ships to come in, and you were hoping that this relationship would have panned out, but it didn't. This person has decided to leave, and I kind of feel like it's a it's a they didn't want to hurt you, but they don't feel bad about moving towards their happiness in their life, and where they feel like their true ultimate um, path and journey, is at the end of the day, this person was never going to make an offer to you, meaning their emotions that they took and are moving forward with, they were never going to make an offer. This person is not sorry for making choices based off of what they desire, what they want, where they're headed. They're going after what they want, regardless of whatever repercussions will follow suit. I also feel like they might be making an offer to someone else, and that someone else might not be accepting it. So they might be in for a surprise themselves, because they've been trying to manifest this too. And I don't see this exactly turning out in the way they would have hoped it to. Sorry. I do see that after you take some time out to do some reflecting on what it is that you're going to do, you see, the thing here is, I feel like you could be receiving some sort of help from someone who is, I guess I could say gifted. Maybe it's a tarot reader, so a psychic, someone who's very wise, someone who's very connected in tune with the spiritual world. They are here to guide you and offer you some advice, possibly. Um, at the end of the day, they're going to help you reach your happiness. There's going to be some type of realization. I do feel like you might be trying to stalk this person who left you, and you're really sad about this and heartbroken, possibly, because I feel like this is going to be blocked from you. You're not going to be able to see things as to what's going on in regards to this person's life. And if you were able to see that, it would end up hurting you more so. So there's going to be some type of balance here that's going to be restored for you. You might have something coming in too. At the end of the day, this person leaving is going to be a good thing, because there's potential. There's someone else who's going to be coming in. And I do see you guys fighting it off. I do see you being stressed out. I do see you trying to put your wall up. But this is something that's meant for you. You manifested this, and you could have manifested this during the whole ordeal, or maybe even beforehand. Um, Regardless if you thought you were in love or not, there was some type of, again, negativity that was going on here, negative ways. It could be ego, it could be pride, it could be too much arguing, it could be, someone being a workaholic, it could be a multitude of different things. Everybody's situation is different, and it is a general read, so keep that in mind. But this was not the happiness that you are meant to have. This is not, with this person, this is not the path that you are meant to take. You definitely will be having someone come in. I do feel like another person will be coming in eventually. Once you once you take the time to think about things, and you start healing. that's when things will start changing for you. And I do feel like people, like I'm telling you, listen to me, people, this is going to happen. You might be overwhelmed because this is going to happen faster than you probably want it to. Right now, you're thinking to yourself, how could this be? I'm going through so much. I don't even know what to do. I am afraid of everything. It's almost like if somebody says, boo, you're like, like you're really that fearful of every little thing, every little move. You're just scared that things are not going to work out. And you should have more faith because you have happiness here. You're not alone. The universe has not left you alone. You do have guidance here. You will be nudged to move in certain directions and certain paths. You just need to align yourself. You need to rest your mind. You're overthinking. You're stressing yourself out to the point where you're not receiving any clarity or any guidance in the way that you can pick it up on, whether it's through signs, lyrics, through music, TV. You're running away from all those signs that the universe again is trying to give you, all because it's, you're in your head. It's fear based. Sorry, I apologize. Fire truck. We're going to get into this reading. I'm going to clarify this a little bit more before I say goodbye. So let's see what we have here. Sorry, these cards are so tiny. They slip out of my hand so easy. Okay. So, let's see. 1 second. Yeah, so this person that left really quickly. They left really quickly. They were in a haste. Like, they weren't even trying to stay behind to entertain anything that was taking place, regardless if you feel stuck or not, regardless if there was some arguments because of, you being confused and not knowing how you were going to work things out. Again, if you guys had ties together with anything in regards to family, business, money, materialistic objects, whatever it may be, this person basically feels like they were running away. They picked up, they went, and they could have moved. They could have moved. Definitely. This person could be a Cancer. Again, I mentioned water sign, but yeah, this person could be a Cancer. We have several signs here. I'll mention that in the end. But this person moved quickly, and the reason why is regardless of what issues you guys might have had, or whether there was people in the business on your side or people in the business on their side, and it feels like it's a multitude. It could have been both sides, and even between both of you being arguing with each other all the time. This person was running because they have a new beginning, a new start in love, and this is what they're rushing towards. you know you're sad right now, you're confused, you're hurt, but I do feel like once you move past this, and I know it's easy for someone to say that, and I'm not saying this doesn't hurt. If this resonates with you and you're going through a difficult situation, I am very compassionate. I understand things sometimes take time for you to heal. It's okay to take your time to go through your emotions, but it's different to sit and dwell in your emotions and not try to move forward and heal a day at a time. Again, when you sit there and you're in the funk and you're trying to stalk someone, or you're not letting go, and you're just again in your head, why did this happen to me over and over and over? uh, it's okay that you're hurting and you're going through it and having moral support from people, but it doesn't mean that you don't get up and you don't try in the morning to put your 2 feet on the ground and put on a pot of coffee or tea and get in the shower and get dressed and go to work. It may seem so hard in the beginning, But believe me, time heals all. Whether we want to hear it or not, or even accept it, or if time is just too long for us to deal with, we don't get to decide that. This is all based on divine timing. So, when the time comes that you're ready to move forward and you're no longer wanting to be confused, I know you're sad now, but you need to know that you do have options. Your person, there is someone who's going to be coming in. Definitely. Not yet. I don't feel like yet. I do feel like maybe you could know this person. There's a possibility you could have a friend or something like that. But again, I'm not going to state that, yes, it's that person. There is someone who will be coming in eventually. But once you're able to heal yourself a little bit more. Right now, it's almost like you're licking your wounds and you need to, you know, deal with yourself and go within a day at a time. You need to deal with this a day at a time. This fear that you have is, based off of, again, the unexpected, the unknown, you doing everything on your own. I do feel like you might be getting some little offer. There might be some help here. You're afraid that someone isn't going to give you help, but they did or they will. But your stance right now is kind of cold. You're kind of like not wanting to, how can I say this? You're not wanting to deal with anything at the moment because you're so focused on this situation that anyone who comes to you with anything else, you're kind of like dismissive. You're kind of like cold. You're not wanting to engage. But that isn't the right thing to do because again, there's some type of manifestation here that's taking place and you're feeling stuck when this is going to be ready for the picking very soon. Okay, whatever it is that you were trying to manifest, this is going to be ready really soon. And the reason why it's not currently ready yet is because you're still stuck in your head. You're still feeling the repercussions of this. You're still feeling like a victim. You're not moving in. It's like you're mind fucking yourself. Like I said before, I hate to say that, but it's true. You need to, get over the fact that, and I'm not saying that right away, there's no offense to that, but you need to get over the fact that, this person has decided to move forward. We all have free will. If you're not happy in something, I always tell people, if you're genuinely not happy, you should move forward. You shouldn't keep someone stuck, nor should you keep yourself stuck. And, in this case, someone has moved forward. They put down the fight and I feel like they moved or they're traveling and they're going towards someone they feel is more aligned with them, where they think they can have a much more harmonious and peaceful life. At the end of the day, I feel as if you will be having someone come in. You will have a choice as to who it is that you want. And this person is going to be taking action for you. This person will probably be for you. I feel like this person is going to be more aligned with you, even if it's hard for you to believe at the moment. This person who, yeah, okay. There's like no apology here again for the person who left. They kind of feel like this is what they wanted to do and that's it. They communicated that. This person kind of probably did it in a way where they were immature about it. They didn't care, kind of. They just wanted to go and that was it. They're just action based. They're impulsive. When someone is young and impulsive and they don't think things through, nor the repercussions. This person was just, out the door and that's it. They handled it in a way that wasn't as mature as they could have been. But there's happiness for you in the long run. I do see it. Full potential happiness. This could be another earth sign coming in. Again, I'll mention signs in a moment as to what I see. But, this is something that has the potential to blossom and become long term. I also see some type of financial gain. Your financial status could change eventually when you get out of this funk. I do see you having some more better, you're going to be more stable in the financial area. So again, if you're struggling, I would suggest and telling you to hold on. That's what I feel right now. You're struggling financially as well. But this is going to change slowly. It will change when your mind changes and your perception of things. Once that happens, naturally, you're going to see things from a different perspective. You're going to manifest, and it's going to be drawn to you, and it's going to come in very, very fast. As well as this other person is going to come in very, very fast. I almost feel like this person is right on the outskirts waiting for your aura or energy to change before they come and swoop you up and everything changes. So there is hope here, you know. All is not lost at the end of the day. Yeah, this person that you were watching, whoever this is that left, that's kind of, did this in an immature way, um, they're not going to make this offer. They're done with this. You're sad about it, but then you're gonna get to a point where you feel like once you start to heal, you're not gonna care anymore. I see that too. The person who's coming in for you, they're gonna make the effort. You both are gonna make the effort. You're gonna make the effort for yourself first, though. This is beautiful because I see a change happening after all is said and done. After all of I see the heartbreak and the hurt here, even though I don't have the Three of Swords. But I do feel it. I feel the sadness. It's like a heaviness here. But after all is said and done, you manifested someone. This person's going to come in, and this person is going to definitely make the effort. You both are going to work together. You're going to be you're going to know who this person is. I feel like you know who this person is. When they come in, you probably are not going to expect things to turn out in the way that they do. But when it does, you're going to be like, you know what? I had a hunch the whole time. It either could have been this person, the new person coming in, or, you could have a friend supporting you and you kind of had a hunch but didn't want to go there. So you push it to the side, or whatever. And at the end of the day, you're going to be like, wow, it was this person the whole time. So it's going to be a situation like that I see happening. So let's take out the Whispers of Love Oracle cards and see what we have for my lovely Virgos for the month of October. It's like I go from tiny, tiny cards to big cards that are too big for my hand. So it's one extreme or the other. Okay, so this says, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So, maybe you need to be kind to yourself. Maybe you need to, speak in a way where it's okay to know and admit that you're hurt and you're going through difficult things. Being gentle with yourself goes a long way. I did say that I see you being dismissive towards people, and how if someone was to approach you, you're kind of cold and distant at this point, a little bit harsh, maybe dismissive in some sort of way. But I get it, you're hurt, but try to keep in mind that people care about you too, and maybe they're just trying to do the best they can with their capabilities to be there for you and maybe distract you from your hurt or your heartache. So try to be, kind. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So keep that in mind. It's always a beautiful thing when we have friends and family or whoever it is that may be supportive, especially in our difficult times. Next card says, receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. And that's beautiful. So again, friendship, moral support, anything like that of that nature is something that we should always be appreciative of, and we should always receive it with love, even during our most hardest and difficult times. Next card says, embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. And this is why I said it's okay to go through what you're going through if you're going through a difficult time and this resonates with you. We all have our moments. None of us is perfect. You can embrace your emotions, just don't stay stuck in them forever. Life still moves forward. The same way this other person is going to move forward, you will too. Do not stop your life based off of someone else's choices. You don't know if the universe has something much more better for you, which is what I think this is happening here. You might have been comfortable in your situation, but at the end of the day, the universe has something planned for you that's much more bigger. You were probably comfortable in this, and this is not it. There's more in store. So even though this may be a difficult thing that you're going through, you know, it's okay to deal with it emotionally, but don't stop here and don't give up. There's more in store for you. Last but not least, which is card number 44, stability, independence. I love that number. This is a spiritual number. It says, get to know each other. Learning to meet each other's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. And this, my friends, is what I'm talking about in regards to the new person coming in who is on the outskirts of actually wanting to be there for you. You're going to see, that this is something that's going to take place once your perception and your healing starts to manifest and take on a role in your life that you didn't think was possible. You're going to change after this experience. I do feel like this is a experience that's going to really change you, and in a good way. And I do feel like there's good things to come out of this, and also wonderful things waiting for you once you do. So, all right, my lovely Virgos, I hope you enjoyed your reading. This will be for the month of October. If you have any questions or concerns, or would like a personal reading in regards to your situation, just click on the link below where my email address is and feel free to reach out. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope you all have a lovely month. Bye for now.